Hello and welcome to another episode of the Time-Lapse Traveler. This time I'm out here in the farmhouse in Tagaytay and I'm making a very different, very unique kind of video. Yeah, amongst all these roosters and other farm animals around here. So anyway, this episode is going to be my first ever attempt at making a podcast on a video call that I had with my good friend Daniel, who lives in Nigeria. I was giving him a breakdown of some of the tips and tricks on how I make my 360 videos. Ever since I got my Insta360 1R camera sometime last year, so I've been making a lot of videos using that. I really enjoy how it gives me a really unique perspective on the world and the surroundings. Editing 360 videos is pretty different from traditional videos, and this is what I've been kind of giving him a quick tutorial run over. Thought that I would share it with you guys, and you get to learn a little bit of what I do. The software that I'm using in this video came with the camera. This is actually the Insta360 editing tool. One of the good things about Insta360 cameras in general is that the editing software that it comes with is really robust and very easy to use. But for first-time users that have never dealt with it before, it could be a little bit intimidating. Please let me know how you feel about this format and if you'd like to see more videos like that, because I am planning to create more editing tutorial videos in the future. So please let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Enjoy this video and you'll get to learn a little bit of how it works. Hey Daniel, it's nice that you would finally get to meet over here like this. And we've been talking about having a Zoom meeting where I get to show you my tricks of the trade of how I'm editing my videos.
Yes, exactly.
Because you know that I use a 360 camera to edit my videos, to shoot and edit my videos, but then my camera has two different lenses that are interchangeable with each other. It's got a 360 lens, which, as you probably know, it records everything in all directions. It records up, down, left to right, like everywhere. Nothing gets left behind. And then using the software editor that came with the camera, I basically get to pick and choose which direction I get to focus the video. And then when I actually post it on my YouTube channel, then you get to see, oh, don't mind the roosters, by the way, there are a bunch of roosters just outside.
He's definitely fine.
Yeah, so when people watch my YouTube videos that I record with the 360 camera, they get to see specifically just the parts that I'm trying to show. I can make the image either really narrow just to point at something specifically, or I can make it really wide. Then I can make turn in any direction, and basically I get to be the director after I shot the video already, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of flexibility.
Shot is it always looks like a drone shot, and I never knew that was taken by a 360. I mean, how you get to manipulate things and how you get to move through things, I mean, it's crazy. Tell me, there's a video of you I saw, and I asked, how did you get to move inside of that stuff like that? I mean, there was something like this that you moved through it. How did you get to do all of that?
This is like an art piece that's located on Bonifacio High Street. It's pretty cool. Basically, it's like a tapestry of sorts, like a 3D tapestry with a whole bunch of holes in it. What I did was I had the 360 camera attached to a really long selfie stick, and as I was moving it along, it was way above, high above the ground, so that's why it looked like it was a drone video, because it looked like it was flying. And another reason why you associate that video with a drone video is because it looks so smooth. One of the great things about 360 cameras in general, well, modern 360 cameras that is that they are able to stabilize phenomenally well. Basically, no action camera can stabilize nearly as well, because since it's able to shoot everywhere in all directions, during the editing process, it's able to lock into one specific direction and not have any wobble or shake at all. So basically, when the camera is shaking, naturally, you know, as I'm moving or walking or whatever, the editor is able to autocorrect so that it's pinpointing in one direction only. Like no matter how the camera was moving or whatever, it's able to lock in that one direction. And then as you pan and scroll to different areas, it's all done in software, and it's able to keep the direction that I'm looking at in the editor. So the question you're talking about, how I was able to make the image go through that structure, was I basically, you know, the camera is actually pretty small. It's like the size of a GoPro, give or take. So I basically just stuck the camera that was attached to the selfie stick through the structure. And then I did a crazy maneuver where when I was editing it, I zoomed all the way out, so that, not all the way, but I zoomed to like a really super wide shot so that you saw like a big chunk of the whole structure, and then I made the view go down below so that you saw what was happening underneath, and then I basically made a twist. I have some other 360 videos that I can show you the editing process with, and basically I can show you the same idea. The 360 camera actually records two individual videos, two individual video files, one with each lens, because the 360 camera has two lenses, one on each side, and they're both ultra wide lenses. That's how it's able to capture everything, because the two lenses capture half of the world each. The software basically just compiles it into one spherical image, and then I can actually edit all that into a 2D image and make it look exactly the way I want it to.
All right, I think I want to ask you a question. This question is not for me because you already explained that to me, but most people out there, they don't really know this. Why is it that when you take a 360-degree camera up, the handle, you don't get to see that stick? Why? I mean,
it does not record anything that's immediately to the side and below it at a very short distance, because the selfie stick is in the dead center right between the two lenses. The selfie stick itself actually does not get captured. One of the magical elements of how these things are designed, actually. But let me actually show you one of the videos that I'm currently working on.
all right, I'm still loading here. Okay, I can see that.
Okay, so you see this this image over here? Basically, this is the blown up full 360 image where you see everything in every direction, and it looks kind of crazy, a little psychedelic. So if I let it play, see, this is the entire 360 image that's basically unraveled onto a flat sheet, basically, right? So what I do is I go to the free capture option, and then you see right now, you get to see just one area of the image, and then with the mouse I get to drag it around to which part I want to start in. So for example, well, right now this frame is really bright. Let me just go slightly further. Okay, so let's just start over here, and then I click on this button over here to set like the first keyframe. So the video, and also I'm going to trim it to start over here. So when the video starts, it'll start at this particular frame. You know what, let me just move it up a little bit, and then I hit play, and then it's moving, but then I don't want it to be pointing in this direction anymore. I want it to be facing this way because this is where we're going. So then I move the image further this way. Now see, I'm riding in a car now. The car is starting to get into view, which I don't want it to be showing up. So I just get it right, just barely out of frame, like this, and then I put another keyframe, and then I keep going further.
So it's more like adding. So it's more like adding keyframes to the video.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Just cutting keyframes, and then I want to start focusing on this sign. So then I zoom in a little bit, and then I turn the camera further this way. Then I put another keyframe. Then I hit play, and the car was standing there actually for a while. So then I keep moving the camera forward this way, and then I zoom in further, and then I put another keyframe. Okay, I'm just gonna skip forward a little bit. There we go. Okay, so too far. Okay, so I could start zooming out and turn the camera further this way, put another keyframe. But you know what, let's just check so far what we have. Let's go back to the beginning, to the first one, and now hit play, and then let's see, this is what actually is going to be getting saved. See, it's panning from right to left, and then it's starting to zoom in, and you see how gradual it is, how smooth the movement. Yeah, so over here it's going to be just standing here for a while like this, and then later on when it's getting close to the next keyframe, it's going to start shifting. Now I want to keep the car out of it, so let me just make another keyframe while zoomed in over here, and then let it continue. And now it's going to move further to the left. Let it play a little further, move it further to the left, so now we're facing forward. And put another keyframe. And now the car is just moving ahead. Okay, now the car is getting into view, which is not good. I want to keep it out. So I shift it upwards a little bit, then put another keyframe. and like that. So basically that's what's happening. And now let's go back to this point and see how this plays out.
So like, this is more like it's acting like. Would I say I don't need a two cameraman to do all of the whole trick because the camera is capturing here, it's capturing the other side. It's just capturing different places at the same time. So rather at the end of it, when I'm editing, I just choose what I want. Was that used inside the car also?
Yeah, a little bit, but not much. Basically, this is me just about to turn it off. So let's see what happens over here. So the camera is shifting this way because that's where I put the keyframe, and boom, there it is. And then the video is going to be basically over just right here. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click on the bell icon to get notified of future videos coming up. Always take care of yourselves and each other. And of course, keep looking out for more videos coming at you from the Time Lapse Traveler.